What up, people? It's Nickopz here, and today I want to talk about a topic that I feel like needs to be discussed because people do this with every single fighting game, and it's kind of getting very old and tired. And I'm so confident that they're going to do it with this game again. I'm going to talk about it. And with this video, I'm not sure what I'm going to put for like the thumbnail, but I'm going to be like, come back and look at this video like 2 years later, 3 years later, or hey, even a year after the next Mortal Kombat or whatever title that they release comes out. And people are going to be doing this. I promise you. Like, you could just send this video to them when it happens. And what that is in the FGC is people always praise the old game after the new game comes out. And it's very tiring. It's very old. And I'm honestly quite sick of people doing it because it's just old at this point. If you don't know what I mean by it, it's just people do it with every game. With this game, people said, well, people are doing a thing to where when the game was at its worst perceived, like right after Chaos Reigns, a lot of people started to try to upplay Mortal Kombat 11. A lot of people tried to start saying that, oh, that game was good, that game was better than MK1, and that game is not better than this game at all. It's just not. MK11 is not a good game. The game had its many flaws, and the game was perceived very negatively when it was out. And it got compared to Mortal Kombat 10 a lot, which is actually a better game. And when this game came out, people tried, keyword tried, to start doing the same thing. But the people quickly started to get more and more silent because the take was just so far fetched. Because MK11 is a bad game. Like, I will stand on that hill to this day. I will never waver. That is a bad Mortal Kombat game. And I have a whole video talking about why. I have multiple videos talking about why during the end of my time posting that game. That game's terrible. And the fact that people could even fix their lips to even say that that game was anywhere even close to MK1 is ridiculous. It's not a good game. And I have multiple videos why. If y'all are really curious, you really want to know, I'll do a whole like 3 post video of past videos I made on how bad that game was. And they handled the game so bad too. So what I mean by that is knowing how bad that game was and then them transitioning into Mortal Kombat 1, I still figured that there were going to be some people that tried to do that, tried to say that, like, oh, MK11 was this and MK11 was that. No, people hated MK11. And it constantly got compared to Mortal Kombat 10. The difference is people were right about that game. Mortal Kombat 10 is a much better game than that game. And a lot of people consider, and myself included, Mortal Kombat 10 peak. And with that being said, we fast forward to now. People still do this in other fighting games as well. Like with Tekken, people will say the past Tekken was better, but I can't speak too much on that one because I didn't play Tekken 7. And with Street Fighter 5, well, Street Fighter 6, they tried to start doing it for a bit. They started to say, oh, Street Fighter 5 was better than Street Fighter 6. They started doing that crap like a year ago. And again, it, in my opinion, Street Fighter 6 is much better, but Street Fighter 5 was complained about so much. V trigger this and V trigger that, and we hate this and we hate that. But let the new game come out, and people just seem to forget all the flaws the past game had. And I don't know why people are like this. Like, there are some people that are still there for that game's life cycle that were there, and they will just forget everything that made them mad. And I don't know why people are like this. It's really so annoying. So I have this video here as a prediction. So with that being said, I want y'all to remember this. When the next Mortal Kombat game comes out, I want y'all to come back to this video. I really do. Because this is what's going to happen. The next Mortal Kombat is going to come out, and people are going to do nothing but compare it to this game right here, Mortal Kombat 1, and they are going to say that Mortal Kombat 1 was so much better. Watch, it's going to happen. I'm literally predicting the future right now. They're going to say that, and I want everyone to remember how people felt about this game. Because, again, me at the beginning of the game, I cut them a lot of slack because they told us that they were going to be supporting this game for years. And while a lot of their patches were lackluster, the patches were kept going little by little, a step in the right direction. And while I think the progression was slow, I was willing to cut them a lot of slack because I thought the game was going to get supported for years. With that being said, and they're still implementing patches here and there just a bit, that doesn't change the fact that you can say what you want about this game from a story perspective, a content perspective, but the fact of the matter is this game has some very good gameplay. It really do. And I know some people are going to say, oh, you saying that with Cyrax on the screen or Havoc on the screen right now, but both of these characters recently just got nerfed like a week ago with the patch. This was Evo. This was like 2-3 weeks ago. So again, they keep progressing and making the game better and better, little by little. But it's just a little too slow now because we know the game is not going to get heavily supported. But that doesn't change the fact that I stand on they did a good job with the gameplay. I will not waver from that. The one thing I will say is the cameo system itself is not implemented bad, but there's just not enough good cameos for multiple different teams. What I mean by that is there's too many characters where one cameo is just so much better than the rest on them. I feel like you should be able to swap between 2 and 3 cameos while you're maining a character, but you really just can't do that in this game. So with that being said, that's what I think the main problem is with the cameo system. But besides that, I think the cameo system was implemented very, very well. Besides that, you can't use a lot of them on your selected character. I feel like, matter of fact, I'm going to say it a better way. The idea of the cameo system wasn't bad. People just act like it's the worst thing ever, and I don't understand why. Cameos are the future right now. All the games that are coming up and dropping in 2026 and the rest of this year are all like cameo fighters. So cameos are literally the future. And just because NRS was first or technically kind of keeping up with the times, either way you want to put it, just because you like your Mortal Kombat a certain way doesn't mean the cameos are bad or were a bad idea. They weren't at all. It's literally the future right now. Almost every game that's coming out in freaking 2026 is a cameo fighter. So, again, I don't know why people just act like cameos are the devil. I will never understand. I think it's just the fact that a lot of people who play fighting games choose to only play one fighting game in already a niche community, and they get stuck in their ways. But with that being said, I wanted to make this video predicting the future. So, one more time, and whatever you want to call it, MK2 or MK12 is going to come out. And give it a year. I say give it a year. And people are going to start talking about how, oh, MK1 was so much better. We don't know what we had when we had it. It was so much fun. This, that, and the other. But all a lot of people did on this game was crap on it. And I just don't understand why people have went to the depths of acting like this game is so bad when it's really not. But I do know a little bit. I think it's just the cameo system. I think a lot of people just don't like the fact that it's in the game. But I really don't know if they're going to take it away because it's literally the future right now. Cameos are what fighting games have become. So for the most part, or what it's actually planned to become next year. So that's my take on it. And again, I'm not trying to make people feel some type of way for not liking cameos, like at all. If you just prefer your one-on-one fighter, that's you. But if you knew that you didn't like cameos at all and weren't going to give the game a fair shot, just because cameos were in it, then I don't get why people got it in the first place. But that's just my take on it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Join my Discord if you would like. And if you would like to force me to talk about any topic you want on any fighting game, check out my memberships. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and Nickopz out.